अब एक मेरे हाथ में दे गया था।
दे गया था क्या होता है ब्रो?
हाथ में नहीं था।
This Friday night to Jehu, it's the first game of three. We're bringing you live on One Play tonight. The Roots Premier League brought to you by Bodog. The two winners from last week facing off here. The Jets, impressive form, winners over Goodfellas, taking on the Conquerors, who beat the Falcons by 2-0. It's the Conquerors in white and the Jets in black. Jets, one of only two teams, the other being live pools across all three divisions, to have scored 4 goals in the game so far. But that's got too much on it. It'll be out for a goal kick as Rahul Prakash is over to take it. The Conquerors, led by Atik Gandhi. The Bodog Jets, led by Gaurav Gupta. Our referee for this one is referee Shantu. Some night last night we had at St Andrews in Bandra, as we had the second round of games in the Bandra South Division, with the After Eights losing to the Gladiators by 2-1. Hubers Crunchers and the Rebels drawing 3 each. The HRX losing to the Bombayans by 1-0. And the Knights beating the Monsters by 1-0. Now the second round of games for the Jehu section. And early on, no real chances to talk of. Like a push on the back there, and I think the referee spotted it, penalising Yash Sharma. Yash Sharma, one of the goal scorers in last week's 4-1 win. And now to take this for the Falcons, it will be Vishal Jasingani, one of their goal scorers in the 2-0 win. Against the Falcons. So Jasingani, what's his delivery like? 3 men wait for it in the box. The delivery's good, the keeper's up, but the referee spotted an infringement. That'll be a free kick to the Bodog Jets. Yes, you are watching live Roots Premier League action, brought to you by our title sponsor Bodog, in this magnificent setting here in Jehu. That's straight the way through to the Conquerors keeper, Rahul Prakash. Nice build up here from this Jets. This is what they were so good at yesterday, but he's walked back in from an offside position there, Rohit Bothra. Rohit Bothra, another goal scorer for the Jets last week. 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers. And as we saw in some of the games in Bandra this week, having a goal scorer in your team, oh so important. So to get 4 different goal scorers that early in this season is a huge boost. Now down the left hand side,
handball. Thank you. Botra jao par, it's all handball. Chal right ja, Vishal right ja, pace kar. Chal. Hey, ref yards.
Jasingani penalised.
Chal go. Right.
Edgy start here. Both teams clearly fancy this. The Bodog Jets, it was telling, were much earlier to the ground and warming up a full half an hour before the kick-off, buoyed by that 4-1 win last week. The Jets taking a more relaxed approach to the pre-match build-up. As we saw last week with not the same enclosed spaces that we have in Banja, there's a cross breeze blowing that certainly affects the high ball and makes it tricky for the goalkeepers. Caught out there, and the Conquerors bring it away with Vershab Shikowa. That's well dealt with for the Jets by Araman Sethi on the turn, trying to get the shot away with Rohit Bothra. But neither goalkeeper forced into any kind of save yet, and we're over 5 minutes in. 2 25-minute halves if you're new to this Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog Live on the One Play Sports Network. Our outdoor branding partners at the Flag Company, our thanks to them, as well as our thanks to Mikwa, our hydration partners, and the Royal Pressery, our official beverage. That was not the best shot on the turn from Bhargava Raval. Back with Rahul Prakash. Jasingani clearly a danger man. That's a lovely ball over the top, just a little bit too much on it for Severe Bhatia. You have to say on possession and territory, the Conquerors just edging it at the moment, but both defences standing firm. I seem to remember that game last week that the Jets won 4-1 was a low-scoring affair early before a second-half burst. There's some space to work with for Vishal Jasingani now. It's cut out, though, by Yash Sharma. And Yash Sharma's on the run, driving through Yash Sharma into enemy territory, but he's being well hassled and harried out to the side by Uman Gandhi. Route 1 from the Conquerors, trying to find Kanav Sachdev. Nothing doing.
Guys, come on, pick it up. Catch up. Superb.
Back to Sahil Kapoor with a big clearance, and that's a lovely touch. It's given Rohit Bothra some space for a shot, and he's hit the crossbar. But unfortunately for him, it was the crossbar on the hockey goal behind the soccer one. But that's the first shot in anger really from the Bodog Jets. Rohit Bothra, who we know has got some lovely footwork, creating the space for a shot from the narrow angle. But it flies wide. Played out for the Conquerors by Rahul Thakur. But the Jets are coming forward once more. Rohit Bothra waits. Rohit Bothra on the turn. Real chance this. But he scuffs the shot. And Rahul Prakash gets down well. But that's 2 chances in 2 minutes for Rohit Bothra, as the Jets are beginning to take stock in this game. There's a foul on Uman Gandhi. Referee wants a word. Referee Shantu. Just having a little word in the show like of Yash Sharma.
Wall, escape.
Conquerors have Vershab Shikowa over it. Oh, well, it was too much on it even before Vishal Jasingani slipped over. So, having to work from deep inside their own half, the Jets release, and that's a poor ball, and it's been picked up by a Conqueror in space. And that's a nice touch from Vershab Shikowa, but it's come to the danger man Rohit Bothra, who's literally pushed off the ball by Kanav Sachdev. Kanav Sachdev, the captain of the Conquerors tonight.
It's gone.
Jasingani through the middle, out for a shot from range, and he struck that really well. Bhargava Raval. It's the first shot on target from the Conquerors and parried away well by Sahil Kapoor. So business starting to pick up here with 9 minutes gone in this first half. Still remains Conquerors 0, Jets 0. But you just get the feeling we're not too far away from some more goal-mouth thrills and spills here live on the One Play Sports Network. Chance for the Jets to deliver from man over on that far side. Rohit Bothra waits in the middle. There's also a big man in the middle with Pratik Singh waiting. Pratik Singh now peeling off. Rohit Bothra central, might come through to Pratik Singh. No, that's a good clearing header from Rahul Thakur. Getting in a bit of a muddle there for the Jets was Aryaman Sethi. And the Conquerors could be away here. Jesingani ultimately muscled out of it. And he did well there to get through that little muddle. Tanay Vaswani. Oh. Great to see so much passion displayed by both coaches. It may be an amateur league, but it's, as you can see from the pictures we're showing you, produced and delivered in such a professional environment. It's a great experience for these players to play at a level such as the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodag. It got a little bit too professional at times last night in Banja, with some not so impressive attitude towards the referees from some of the players, but hopefully that's just a one-off. But it just goes to show how seriously they're all taking it, as Vishal Jesingani, his ball is easily gathered up by Sahil Kapoor, who delivers long. And just shielding that out is Rakul Parkesh in the Conquerors' goal. Referee not happy with that, the ball was moving, so Rahul Parkesh will have to try again. They go long. Asked a question of the head of the Jets, Siddharth Castellino, and he answered that very well. Well, that's a loose pass on the Conquerors. It's let the Jets in here. Now, looking for the runner up front was Tanay Vaswani. But they'll get the kick in here in a dangerous area. Conquerors beware. Bothra's up there. Pratik Singh is up there. Ball comes in, headed away. Still inside the Conquerors half though, and shaping up for the shot that's blocked was Yash Sharma. And that's gone very high. They're usually quite tough to deal with, but the referee's seen an offside call against Rohit Bothra, and the free kick will go the way of the Conquerors. Here's some space. They haven't picked up Kanav Sachdev. I think he was going for goal there, Kanav Sachdev, but it was blocked almost as soon as it got inside the half, let alone near the goal. Oh, lovely footwork from the Conquerors, Rahul Thakur. He's a really skillful player. Referee Shanti just checking that Tanay Vaswani's okay. Jesingani. Back it goes to Rahul Thakur. Oh, that's well stolen. They've got a big counter-attack on here. One pass too many. That was a real waste. Tanay Vaswani not on the same page as his two teammates, and the chance goes begging. And what's worse is the Conquerors now on the attack themselves. But that was really well picked up by Vishal Mehta. Anticipated that brilliantly over on the far side. Inside to Vishal Jesingani. I must say the Bodog Jets, led by Gaurav Gupta, such passion on the sidelines. A little bit more reserved on their sidelines are the Conquerors. Atik Gandhi leading them. But 200% records on the line here. And remember, the Conquerors didn't concede last week in that 2-0 win against the Falcons. The Jets did give one up against the Goodfellas, and going back to that Goodfellas game, it, really was a goalkeeping nightmare for the Goodfellas. It probably flattered the Jets a little bit, that scoreline. They're putting some pressure on Vershab Shikawar there, and they'll pick up the free kick as a result. And the Jets now starting to assume territorial dominance. Another chance to deliver one in, and they're throwing four bodies forward here. Screaming for it in the middle is Tanay Vaswani, and just came off the head of Pratik Singh, I think it was. Coach Bale on the sideline for the Bodog Jets, just telling his substitutes to warm up. They could be making a couple of changes as we approach the 15-minute mark in this first half. Still goalless. Jets starting to dominate now though. Siddharth Castellino over this kick in. Options in the middle. Castellino goes central. The keeper will come, and the keeper claims it well. Good claim by Rahul Prakash. Here's Sachdev. Sachdev, intelligent ball, trying to switch play, but the Bodog Jets are all over it. More good work from the impressive Pratik Singh. And look at the numbers flowing forward now for the Bodog Jets, and that's an intelligent ball across, and it's picked up by Vishal Mehta, but he just couldn't keep the shot down. He did well to get to it, but they're starting to find holes in this Conquerors defence of the Bodog Jets. As there's now just less than 10 minutes to go in the first half, and the Jets are going to make a change. On comes Abhishek Parikh, replacing the man Rahul Bell. Actually, Pratik Singh apologised. He replaced. Apologies for that. Sachdev. Better movement from the Jets. They're doing more running off the ball than the Conquerors, and that's the difference as well. And the body language of Uman Gandhi wasn't good there, as that ball didn't really land anywhere near him. Route 1 stuff again, gets the flick on, but not the flick on that Rohit Bothra was looking for, I don't think. Still Rohit Bothra though, and he managed to get the shot away. Deflected off the foot of Sikawar, and it'll be another dangerous kick in from a Conquerors perspective, coming in from the Bodog Jets. Over to take it, Siddharth Castellino. His delivery's been very good so far. Corner ball Jets. Not seen too many corners in this game so far. I think this might just be the second. Castellino's delivery. 4 black shirts trying to get on the end of it. Castellino. It's headed away for the Conquerors by Sevilla Bhatia.
Talk, boys, talk, I can't hear you.
But this aerial bombardment continues. They've played that one short to Yash Sharma. Yash Sharma took a shot from a long way away and putting his body on the line. Vishal Jasangani. You're watching Friday Night Football live on the One Play Sports Network. It's the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog in association with our broadcast partners One Play, our hydration partners at Mequa, our outdoor branding partners at the Flag Company, and the high beverage partners at the marvellous Raw Pressery. Conquerors trying to do some Route 1 stuff themselves, and that's been sliced quite badly by Siddharth Castellino. Keeper had to come and did come. Good pick up from Sahil Kapoor. This is one of 3 games we're bringing you live on One Play tonight. After this, it'll be the Mumbai Lions and the Falcons, followed by the Goodfellas. They're going to bounce back from that forearm reverse against Bay 49. The game that we're not bringing you of the 4 is the Mavericks and the Bombay Devils. That game's actually in progress on the other pitch. We'll try and get that score to you a little later on. Solid in defence, and they might have a move through here. That was a really important header from Rahul Thakur. He's had a very solid half. Both defences have played well, in fairness. Here's Jasangani. You have to say the Jets have created the better opportunity so far, and they might be able to create one here. It's 3-on-2 all of a sudden, even with the slip. Siddharth Castellino still on the charge, and that's deflected out, and the keeper manages to claim. Good pick up from Rahul Prakash. Referee wanting to just tell one of the spectators not to venture too close to the pitch. Here's Castellino again. We know he's got the distance and the direction. Has he got the teammate on the end of it? That wasn't the better ball in. Oof, the head foot was up there from Gandhi. Second time he's been penalised. I think it was purely accidental though, and to his credit he apologises straight away to Siddharth Castellino. Over this one now is Tanay Vaswani. He's caught Castellino there, he's just checking he's okay. Good ball in that, the keeper had to come and it was rather unconventional, but Rahul Parkash did enough. As we count down to just 5 minutes left in this goalless first half. The Jets, having survived an early storm in the first couple of minutes, and the Conquerors have been dominant here, but they await the breakthrough. The winner of this guaranteed to at least have a share of top spot tonight. Shot comes in, Tanay Vaswani, over it goes. Oh, that was a good effort, but it was in vain. And it will be a goal kick for Sahil Kapoor to take. Sahil Kapoor. Oh, it's going to be a kick in, actually. My apologies. I think Sahil Kapoor thought it was a goal kick as well, and he's still going to trot over to take this. Such a boost to have a goalkeeper with great distribution. We saw a couple of the teams last night having to have outfield players taking goal kicks, and it does give you a problem, particularly when you're trying to play the offside trap. Oh, that's lovely skill, lovely footwork, and it comes out for the shot that just goes wide. The chance created by the fancy footwork of Abhishek Parikh, and Rohit Bothra just unable to get the finish in. Here's Rohit Bothra again. Referee Shanti just removing a spectator from by the goal. I'm sure you can pick it up on these pictures. I hope you can. If you can't, there's a real community feel to this Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog. There are beanbags everywhere, women and men's games of course, and very well attended even during this Holy Week. Some great crowds yesterday roaring their teams on, and decent attendance here this evening as well. Sahil Kapoor with a goal kick for the Jets. He goes very long, and it's a decent ball as well, and he managed to find the header of his teammate, but just couldn't get it on target. Jasingani under pressure, under real pressure. Rohit Bothra getting the foot in. To his credit, Jasingani does manage to get it to Bhatia. Having just missed with that header, chasing down this is Abhishek Parikh. And Abhishek Parikh unable to keep it in that time, as we're now down to just 2.5 to play. A game, a few chances so far. Neither keeper having to do too much. The Jets have dominated in terms of territory and possession, but the only stat that matters is the one that's shown on that scoreboard there, and it's still the Conquerors 0, Jets 0. Live on One Play. This is Friday Night Football from the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog, from the heart of the most vibrant city in India, Mumbai. After Wednesdays and Thursdays action in the Bandra North and Bandra South divisions, here we are in Juhu, and we await the first goal of the night. Oh, that was very cool on the ball from Yash Sharma. It looked like he played himself into trouble. Meanwhile, at the other end, I thought Tanay Vaswani could play on there. The referee is going to his pocket here. It's going to be a card. A yellow card, first of the night, to Savir Bhatia. They didn't get the advantage, but I wonder if they'll try a pile driver here to try and test Rahul Parkash. A couple of the big names are over this. Referee Shantu taking the name. And it's that man, Rohit Bothra, under this. Not too many goals scored direct from free kicks in either Bandra or Juhu. He goes for the ball through, and it's met by a very solid foot of Rahul Thakur, who's been rock solid at the back for the Conquerors throughout this first half. Thakur. Here's Kanav Sachdev. Conquerors with the man that's just been booked, Savir Bhatia. They've given it away again, though. They're just not keeping possession well enough at the moment, the Conquerors, and I think the half-time whistle can't come soon enough for them now to try and regroup. Kick in has gone the way of the Jets, despite the Conquerors man seemingly coming off on the wrong side of that challenge. Rahul Thakur. He gets back to defend, so we're down to the last 25 seconds. You can be sure this will probably be much the last chance at the half. Can they score right on the stroke of half-time, the Jets? A goal that their dominance probably really would merit, in truth. Rohit Bothra's in there. Abhishek Parikh's in there. Also lurking with menace is Sethi. But the cross is met. Didn't look like he was 5-6 yards away from here. But that should just about be that. The 25 minutes is up. Is the referee going to allow them to take this free kick? Yes, he will. And this time they will get the distance. The keeper palms it away. And the Conquerors should play it out. And that will be the last action of this goalless first 45 minutes. Getting carried away there. 25 minutes. Conquerors nil, Jets nil. The two teams who won their matches in the first week are deadlocked at 0-0 with the Jets having the better of it. Stay with us. The second half is next.
ये बैठा हुआ है। हाँ बस कर रहे स्टार्ट हो।
Second half underway then. The Jets in the black and orange playing from right to left in the second half. The Conquerors in the white playing from left to right. And the Jets starting to pick up where they left off at the end of the first half. Definitely the dominant of the most dominant of the two sides. And the Conquerors showing little in terms of the attacking talent that got them that 2-0 win against the Falcons last week. The way the Jets have played, you can understand how they managed to put four past the Goodfellas, and they really turned it on in the second half. I think it was, memory serves, 1-1 at half time in that one, and it was the second half where the Jets really did run wild. Certainly the liveliest players, the most impressive players in the first half. Rohit Bothra looking very good for the Jets, and absolutely foot perfect at the back for the Conquerors, Rahul Thakur. Still to come tonight after this on the television pitch, we have Lions against Falcons, followed by Goodfellas against Bay 49. The Mavericks and the Devils are currently in progress on another pitch. Oh, that's come to the edge of the area, and a real chance to try and catch the keeper cold there, but it was a chance not taken by Sikawar. Not Sikawar, apologies, Tano Vaswani. Vishal does well there. Vishal Mehta. Oh, what a tackle that is. Real aggression, controlled aggression from Sethi. There go the Conquerors though, and that's the first sign of danger for them in the second half. The ball across the face of goal. Bhargava Raval, who's had a very quiet game, unable to get on the end of it. Clearance from the Jets keeper, Sahil Kapoor. Vishal Mehta over to take this. First chance to attack, and they showed promise. The delivery was very good throughout the first half. Just can get on the end of it. They get on the end of this one though. Another chance to run it to the byline. It was a dangerous push that came in from the Conquerors. Kanav Sachdev, but he knew what he was doing. He got away with it, and the Conquerors will try and move it quickly. And that's a bit of fortune that they're trying to take advantage of. Well, that's a nice little dink over the top. The chase is on, but there's too much on it, and Vishal Jasingani unable to get there. Sahil Kapoor with a big clearance. Straight out for a goal kick. Spin. Caught Bhargav Raval unaware there, and they come away with it again. The Bodog Jets. Sethi, goodness gracious me. They are getting closer. Great work from Araman Sethi there for the Bodog Jets. Oh, they've let that one go through. This could be the chance that they've been looking for. And Bhargava Raval could not make it count. They won't get a better chance than that tonight, I don't think. And I think the flag did stay down as well. For the first time tonight, the Conquerors catch the Jets cold at the back. Bhargava unable to make it count. Coach Rahul Bell is getting a little bit animated on the sidelines. Hope you're not picking up his language on the microphone. Rahul Bell, the conqueror of the Jets, who suited up to play if required. Oh, that's a good block. Comes out to the edge of the area, and that was a really important clearance, and he took a knock at the same time by Kanav Sachdev. I think it was Yash Sharma that caught him. The defending has been top-notch. The only real defensive blip was when the Jets allowed the Conquerors in moments ago, and Bhargava Raval couldn't make it count.
Chalia boys!
Well, they're giving the yellow card to the wrong player here, I think. Referee shown a card to Rohit Bothra, and now he's shown one to Aryaman Sethi, who has been shown the card. Is he shown 3 yellow cards there or just one? Surely he's just shown the one to Yash Sharma. Wait for confirmation. He's just shown the one yellow card there, isn't he? So yes, he did just show the one yellow card to Yash Sharma. That's one for the Conquerors to chase, but it goes through to Sahil Kapoor. Yes, confirmation it was only Yash Sharma that was carded there, not the 3 players that were initially shown the yellow. I mean, I'm having a laugh about that. I think the referees, under difficult circumstances, are doing a decent job. It's very hard to referee these games. The stick they got from some of the teams yesterday, I don't want to single out any players individually, but those 4 teams that I think really were a bit too strong against the referee, the Crunchers and the Rebels and HRX and Bombayan, did have a red card last night as well. That's another good ball across the face. The flag is up, but I don't think he was the player that was offside. Kanav Sachdev with a chance. And just like that, we've played 6 minutes of the second half, and having seen only one goalless match across our 12 games that we've enjoyed so far. Look at Vishal Mehta lurking here. Vishal Mehta's on the edge, also lurking around with menaces Yash Sharma. Mehta and Sharma in there. It goes across the face. They scored a goal from a free kick in a very similar position to that last week. That was palmed into the goal by the goalkeeper in the end. They went along the ground this time, and he's coming back from an offside position. That really is a little bit lax. Now change. Somewhat surprisingly, Rohit Bothra is coming out, and they introduce Taranjeet Singh. Taranjeet Singh on for Rohit Bothra. Doesn't look too happy about coming off. That's a nice flick on from Sachdev, but again, Bhargava Raval is offside. Yash Sharma drops deep, looks up. Oh, the through ball that was looking for the substitute Taranjeet Singh had too much on it. Conquerors with a hit and hope, but there is some hope there for the chase. And the high bounce not falling the foot perfect and hand perfect Sahil Kapoor. Both Kapoor and Rahul Parkash in the Conquerors goal have been excellent tonight so far. Here's the Jets with Sashwant Shah.
Ball.
Change for the Conquerors. Bhargava Raval may be getting tired of it, taking a seat. Sahil Parikh is on. They've got some defending to do from this set piece though. Cross is a good one. Heads are up! Very nearly came to the substitute. Taranjeet Singh, he wisely gets it back across to the flank once more. Can they deliver another cross? Not this time, but Tano Vaswani is happy to let that go out for a corner. They're starting to knock on the door again, the Jets. 15.5 to play. It's the Conquerors 0, Bodog Jets 0 here in the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog in the Juhu division this Friday night live on the One Play Sports Network, brought to you by our title sponsor Bodog, with our branding partners at the Flag Company, our hydration partners at Mikwa, and our beverage partners at the Raw Pressery. Sahil Kapoor now. Another good searching clearance, and it's found its target with Yash Sharma, who gets there but can't prevent the ball going out for a goal kick.
Yash! Yeah, next play pe. Vishal left. Vishal see him, Vishal need run.
Conqueror skipper with a nice first time ball off that from Sahil Parikh, the substitute. It's hacked clear by Sashwant Shah. And that's brought down well initially by Taranjeet Singh, but he loses out. Look how high that's come. It's come down with snow in it, that one. They want handball, they're not going to get it. And the Conquerors, give it straight up to Yashwant, which is not a good idea.
Look what happened here.
Under a bit of pressure, Vishal Mehta. We tried to buy the cheap goal kick there, it didn't work. They get it clear eventually, and that's a misplaced header from Kanav Sachdev. It's getting a bit scrappy now as we're into the final 14 minutes. Are we destined for our first Juhu League goalless draw of the season? Looking more and more likely. got to feel one or two more chances will still come, and here could be one. They're through on goal, the Conquerors to take the lead, and what a sliding challenge that was from Vishal Mehta. The Conquerors in with Sahil Parikh, who maybe must have wished he'd pulled the trigger a little bit earlier there, but great defensive work from Vishal Mehta. Corner up, they haven't had too many of those, the Conquerors, and they've not done anything with that. The header high in the air is brought down comfortably by Sahil Kapoor. Header out by the Conquerors, gives the kick into the Bodog Jets. Both teams starting to pick up the pace in the search for what would be surely a winning goal. You get the feeling one will win it here. Vishal Mehta over to take, what a game he's had. Decent ball, headed away. And now an intelligent header from Uman Gandhi, and he's managed to find himself some space, and he's got two runners ahead of him. Well blocked out by Bodog Jets from Siddharth Castellino. He's another one that's had a good game at the back. Siddharth Castellino for the Bodog Jets, and the Conquerors Rahul Thakur have been exemplary, leading their backlines by example. Here's Gandhi once more, getting tied up and ultimately dispossessed, and the referee gives the free kick to the Bodog Jets. Halfway mark passed in this second half. Still Conquerors nil, Bodog Jets nil. 12.5 to play. Another change coming here. Bodog Jets. Now, the coach is bringing himself on here. Off comes Vishal Mehta, and can the man that's been barking the instructions from the sidelines make the difference here? Rahul Bell is on. Rahul straight on to take with that heavily bandaged left foot, this free kick. Just going through some stretching routines before he lets fly. Rahul, decent delivery as well. He's dinked that in, but I think handball rather than offside there. Good ball across for the Conquerors, finds Shivam Minghu. Well, the coach has hacked it clear eventually. No nonsense defending from the man that's been coaching the team, Rahul Bell. Good closing down, not giving up any causes. Taranjeet Singh, fresh legs, having seen his introduction come in the second half. Another changes on the way for the Bodog Jets. Pratik Singh is coming back on, as is Rohit Bothra. Here's a chance for the Conquerors. I think he was asking for a handball there by Bhargav Rawal. He's had the best chance of the game for the Conquerors in the first half, and one in the second as well. Now Rahul Bell is being spoken to by referee Shantu just to calm it down a little bit. Some defending to do though for Bell and the Bodog Jets now, with 10.5 to play. The Conquerors with their skipper now launching it in. It's a decent delivery as well. What a cross that is, and a brilliant defensive header from Siddharth Castellino. Castellino and Rahul Thakur in the back line for the Conquerors have been the players in this match for me. Conquerors now starting to exert some pressure, and they've got lots of bodies forward. 4 men up front trying to get on the end of this cross that comes in. It's flicked on, and it was on target as well, but the glancing header from Uman Gandhi is gathered well by Sahil Kapoor. Well, I think the Bodog Jets have seen enough here. They're going to make some changes now. Pratik is on and back on. No surprise to see Rohit Bothra playing the last 10 minutes as Taranjeet Singh takes a seat along with Yash Sharma. Conquerors enjoying their best spell of the game here with 9.5 minutes to play. Nice work from Rahul Thakur, really calm and composed on the ball, never flustered. That's been deflected, could go anywhere, and the Bodog Jets get a lucky break. They can clear it, but they don't do a very good job. Here's Rahul Thakur again, and he uses his upper body strength there. Great footwork once more. And they're looking all of a sudden a little bit disorganised, the Bodog Jets. I'm not sure the changes at the time they came were the thing to do, and now the coach notices that Rahul Bell and brings himself off and brings Vishal Mehta back on. Nice header across. We're going for the spectacular overhead kick there. was the Bodog Jets. Rohit Bothra unable to connect. Now the Conquerors turn to try and play themselves into a bit of trouble. They recover well though, and they can now come with Visho Jessingani. He's had a quiet second half so far, but he's played in the man here. What a goal that is! Uman Gandhi, his second goal in 2 games. Brilliant work from Visho Jessingani, but what about that finish from Uman Gandhi? And the Conquerors lead, and the Jets have now got just over 8 minutes to salvage something from this game. The Conquerors have now played over 80 minutes without conceding a goal, and the Jets are going to have to break that hoodoo. They trail by a brilliant goal to nil. Uman Gandhi, 42 minutes in. Well, that's some finish. And we won't have the second goalless draw of the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog this season, after that stunning strike. And in a game that has been, in truth, high quality, not too many opportunities, but that because the technique's good. He's had it again here. Uman Gandhi manages to play his man, and the Jets are all at sea once more. And what's he given here? They wanted a penalty. He's only given a corner. But dicing dangerously there was Tanay Vaswani. And the Bodog Jets have been absolutely rocked by the concession of that goal. Rahul Bad has brought himself back on. Corner for the Conquerors to be taken by Uman Gandhi. Crosses in. Lovely clearance from Sahil Kapoor. But they've lost their mojo now. There's just not the same energy about the Bodog Jets since they went behind. And the clock is now ticking. They're running out of time. Rahul Bal back to take it with that distinctive chip delivery of his. It's actually a good weapon to have in the arsenal on these smaller 8-a-side pitches, because we've seen the ball does dance off the service. If you can get a bit of spin in it and chip it in, it does help to hold it up. Oh, he's had his pocket pinched here though. First Ab Sikawar might have wished he'd done better with that. Here's Yash Sharma. Straight to Rahul Bell. Rahul, they're trying to take advantage of. You can hear the coach of the Conquerors saying that Rahul Bell is too slow, but there's nothing wrong with his footwork when he's on the ball. Now just 6 minutes to go, and what a difference a goal makes, because far from the Bodog Jets showing urgency, the natural response to that goal has actually been the Conquerors playing with more confidence now. They were under the pump for large parts of that first 25 minutes, the first half. And now there's going to be handball against Bothra. Rohit Bothra penalised for the hand, and all that's going to do is tick some more seconds down. There's 5.5 to play. And the Conquerors just over 5 minutes away from their second consecutive win with a clean sheet. And they're going to restrict the team that put 4 past the Goodfellas last week, it looks like, to no goals in this one. Or am I speaking too soon? Well, it's just not happening for them in this second half. They're running out of ideas here, and the Conquerors through Gandhi again. That time he was over the bar. Gandhi did have support up with him there. I think Sikawar was a little bit disappointed he didn't consider playing it into him. He also had Visho Jessingani up there. Jessingani, the man that played Uman Gandhi through for his goal. Good defending. Covering a lot of ground in this game, Kanav Sachdev. Last throw of the dice, it would appear, for the Bodog Jets. Rahul Bell is off once more, and it looks like they're going to throw on Abhishek Parikh to try and salvage something. But before he can come on, they're going to have this free kick opportunity. Can they finally break the Conquerors' resistance here? Delivery again is good, and again the defender's getting the better of it when it comes to the fight in the middle. This time Sikawar with a clearing header. And there's numbers up here for the Conquerors. Not panicking and keeping possession well is Visho Jessingani. Rohit Bothra is going to be spoken to by the referee for coming on too quickly. No card. But the referee now urging Rahul Prakash to get to his feet. He leaves it for his skipper to clear. Sahel Parikh with the clearance. Goes very long. Decent ball as well. And the header across the face of goal is not a bad one. And Sahel Kapoor had to be on his toes there to eliminate that danger. 3 minutes now between the Conquerors and a second straight win with a clean sheet. A reminder, coming up next, it's the Lions and the Falcons, followed by the Goodfellas and the Bay 49ers tonight. We'll tell you what's happened between the Mavericks and the Devils when we come on air for the second game, which will follow on One Play Sports immediately after this one. You're watching live coverage this Friday night on the One Play Sports network of the Bodog Roots Premier League, brought to you with our broadcast partner at One Play, our hydration partner at Miqwa Outdoor Branding at the Flag Company. And here's a chance for the Conquerors to put it to bed, but some snazzy footwork by Sikowar is eventually thwarted, and there's offside for Rohit Bothra right up the other end. And I mustn't forget our official beverage partner at the Raw Pressery. Well, they've kept them all so well. These are two good footballing sides here, and when you've got two good footballing sides, you'd fancy the Conquerors have got enough skill in the locker, particularly with Rahul Thakur leading the defence so well, to just run the clock down now. Rahul Thakur has played a captain's innings tonight. He's going to give away a free kick there though. Rohit Bothra. Well, is he going to pull the trigger here? It's an awfully long way out, but Aryaman Sethi plays it short, and I'm not sure that was the right ball in the end, because Yash Sharma was wrong-footed and he's been caught out. And Ken, the Conquerors could move this quickly and maybe launch a counter-attack of their own, or are they just worried about keeping possession? That's clever football. With just over a minute on the clock, they're more intent on keeping possession than giving the Jets a chance to build again, and that intelligence has led to little option but for Tanay Vaswani to head it out for a kick-in, and there's now just a minute for the Conquerors to survive. That stunning goal in the 42nd minute from Uman Gandhi, the difference between the teams in a game of high quality but few chances. That's a miss hit from Shivam Minghu. Seconds ticking away. Can the Bodog Jets create one last chance? That's wonderful footwork to take it to the byline by Abhishek Parikh, and they will win the corner with 30 seconds remaining. Last chance saloon time for the Bodog Jets. 4-1 winners against the Goodfellas in their opening game, now in danger of falling to defeat, and a defeat that will see the Conquerors guaranteed at least to share a top spot tonight. Rohit Bothra waits in the middle. Tanay Vaswani to deliver. Good header in! Just couldn't get the power behind it, and I think he hurt his eye in the process. And now the Conquerors with the quick break to seal it for a second of the game. Gandhi squares it selflessly. He's hit the crossbar. My word, Sikowar hits the crossbar. It'll be the last action of the game. It matters not, because the Conquerors win anyway. And it's that stunning goal from Uman Gandhi, who could easily have had a second, as could the Conquerors in the closing seconds. The difference between the teams, the Conquerors will definitely have at least to share a top spot tonight. It's finished here. The Bodog Jets 0, the Conquerors 1. Stay with us live on One Play. More Roots Premier League action brought to you by Bodog next, as the Lions take on the Falcons in just a couple of minutes' time.
Mumbai Lions Falcons. Mumbai Lions Falcons.
भाई किसका है? नीचे डाल देना प्लीज।